I was the lawyer of my family. I argued everything. I never ever just took things for what they said, and so I had to kind of learn everything on my own. You know, in other words, mom say, "Hey, you know, don't touch that. That's hot." You know, oh well, what? Oh, ow, Dad, look. You know, whatever.
Well, he's a very cunning kid, you know what I mean? He just was very verbal and basically took over.
When I was 17, my goals were to own a condo in downtown Portland and to be in a drive time market radio show.
You know, he was smart enough to do it, but he just didn't have time or whatever.
I had a good upbringing, but yet, you know, I didn't like it. I know that they did the best they could with the information that they had. Him not hardly ever drinking, and mother being a binge drinker who is in recovery. And and actually they did better than what I've from all the war stories I hear from everybody's families. I didn't have any of that kind of abuse. I've been using since I was 17, and I'm 43, so if we get the sliding calculator out there and carry the 5, a few years. I think it all started when I found marijuana at a young age at an older age than a lot, but 17 for me.
And we actually kicked him out at 18 out of the house, you know what I mean, because he was getting so ornery.
What happened was I got a felony for growing pot. Then what I did is I gave up that. Oh, I got in trouble for that. I got to give that up. That's pretty painful. And so I went to white drugs, which was cocaine, and I did that for a while, and God bless a friend for introducing me to crystal meth, because it got me off of cocaine. Because that day, the clouds open up, and God goes, oh, with St. Michael, and then you know you're hooked. When you're on meth, you are Superman. You are invincible. It's just unlimited power. It's energy.
I think at 18 I had a big discussion with him, and he said that basically he was a user, and he probably always would be.
I never understood the cliche, once too many and a thousand's never enough, until I tried to stop. It takes people down faster and quicker than any other drug. Lived in motel to motel and then get loaded and not have a job. Paying for hookers, I don't know. I mean, it was just, loved getting high and just didn't notice the damage until like my teeth started going bad and my liver. And it felt so good that I became homeless in my own hometown for 3 years. The way I paid for my habit was I wasn't a thief or a criminal, but I was definitely a drug addict. So what I would do is I would check and see if this one actually is locked. So come on over this way. And I'm not looking to, you know, pick up any mattresses or anything, but you'd be amazed at the things that people throw away. The 10-speed bike, more furniture, and lo and behold, even a brand new TV. I mean, these are things that people want, and this is not a setup. This is really like that. I've come off some pretty heavy-duty psychotic, you know, episodes of just like seeing things that aren't there and whatnot, you know. I mean, you could literally be up, you know, 14 days more, awake, not sleeping.
A lot of relatives and stuff don't want to have too much to do with him.
I feel damaged. I feel like damaged goods, but I notice that all the other damaged goods, which is more people than not, accept me easier. I fit into that timeline again, but it's only with the damaged people.
Mark never really necessarily had a conscience, you know, formula for doing the right thing. Drugs were just a form of satisfaction.
I made things okay that aren't okay, like selfishness, like, oh, I don't like how I feel today, or I don't like how that person cut me off in traffic. I'm going to go get high. I'm going to go take the poison and wait for you to die. What? That's insane. But that's what I did for years. It's the problem and the savior. You know, it's like if Jesus Christ was actually the devil. Wouldn't that be a bitch? Well, that's what drugs are. They're your savior, but he's also there to kill, maim, and destroy you. It's awesome, but it's true. I've counted yesterday that I have been in 8 different organizations, agencies for drug treatment. And the only thing different today is that I'm following the book and not my self-will. I've tried it every other way. I've tried, well, maybe I could just, read some of this and then, maybe make some amends and tell my parents I'm sorry. Well, they've now heard it all. And so it's only going to be my behavior that's going to be the difference. And so I went and got me a sponsor that's got 8 years clean off of the same drug of choice.
I came here today because I wanted to tell you, Mark, you can do it. You know what I mean?
Thank you.
Because I know you're having difficulties, and I know that we all struggle with self-doubt.
I have nothing to lose. I have nothing to lose. I've already lost my parents' approval. I've already lost their God's approval. I've already lost everything. I have nowhere to go but up. I have reached my bottom. I am relieved for once in my life. That's what it's at. I'm finally in the spot to get clean and be clean. I've lost everything. Here I am. This is beautiful.
The advice I have is just to take it slow, live in the moment, and believe in yourself, and just do the work, little by little. You don't have to do it all at once, and just relax.
That's why he's my sponsor.
Enjoy the process. Just enjoy the process.
So far, so
And
good.
if it gets tough,
Yeah.
talk about it, be honest with
Thanks, brother.
you. All right.
All right.
All right, so that's it. I gotta go do homework.